Haven is a part science, part art, part public project that seeks to address the recent decimation of the wild honeybee population. In a very metaphorical and literal sense, we're working with an insect that is community-based. They are a superorganism. We are a superorganism. We are intensely community-based. I think there's an interesting opportunity for new types of leadership. That's communal leadership, research leadership, and artistic leadership. For me, art is something that makes an empathetic connection with people. It's something that uses materials and mediums to make people feel. And that's what Haven is really all about, is connecting with people.
Parent-Teacher Conference is a project that was funded by Rocket Grants to explore public education here in Kansas City, Missouri.
They were closing a lot of schools, closed 29 of them at the time. It was a state of kind of hopelessness and despair there. It's great that this project to me has inspired a spark within them and still kept that hope alive and to show that there's still a fight going on.
We actually took the community as art. The people, the students, the parents, the educators, the activists, the politicians. Through the vehicle of a song, we're able to capture various perceptions. So the arts made the project and the concept of being an influencer accessible to everyone.
'50 is a platform for fostering progressive dialogues. We feature both emerging national and local artists. We have 6 exhibitions a year and 6 billboards, as well as a lecture series and digital archive. We are located in the West Bottoms, specifically the Stockyards District. We also have a gallery built out of shipping containers, and that is the way we activate an unused parking lot. Artists can serve as catalysts. It's really significant to think about the ways in which maybe you have changed the community and what that community looks like 2 years down the line. And is it a community you're still contributing to in the way that you originally intended it? And if not, what's the next step?
Hi, we are the duo Blanket, sometimes known as Blanket Undercover. We have had the pleasure of doing a Rocket Grant project known as the Mini Vinny Benny. It's a miniature dramatization of the 56th annual Venice Biennale.
Artists are activists. They make their art, they put it out there, they let you bring your own interpretation to it, and I think that's a lot more accessible for most of us. It's very important for our children in particular to have ways to express themselves. They need to be their own best advocates.
One huge thing about bringing the Venice Biennale to Kansas City for us was that there is this world conversation about the state of the world, which we are all questioning right now, that the entire world of artists is making stuff to be the problem and the discussion and the solution.
The point of our project is changing the way an unused lot that was old public housing.
In an area that, is known for drug use and prostitution and dumping, all of a sudden none of that was going on. It's just a bunch of, people there having fun.
The neighborhood almost legitimized us to the city. It gave us a backing, like a name, as we were going to city meetings instead of just being 3 random skateboarders. Were these 3 random skateboarders that partnered with Columbus Park Neighborhood Association.
We have an opportunity to teach non-skaters the benefit of not just skateboarding, but taking the reins and doing a project on your own.
The Rocket Grant that we did helped to build a larger network of people who understood what's going on in the 3rd District of Kansas City, Missouri in terms of demolition. We had a partnership with the Mutual Musicians Foundation.
The oldest jazz house in the world was started by Black Americans. The most important thing is that it's still here. Without the history, you have nothing to refer the spirits to, as we like to say.
The whole ensemble of what makes arts work effective includes neighborhoods. And in the United States, there are many invisible histories. And unfortunately, art and artists are part of that invisible history that needs to be brought to the surface. In the process, what we stand to gain is much more interesting cities.